Hello, everybody, and welcome back into Fantico Coliseum from downtown Toronto. It's the Toronto Wildhounds and the Kingston Frontenacs for their first of two meetings this season. And, of course, Kingston threatening. They are one of the best road teams this year. Here's an early stop made by Ryerson. Burns center. Yuen shoots. Kicked out. Rebound. It's in. They're going to wave it off, though. It definitely looked like there was a kicking motion right here. Oh, yeah, that's kicked in easily. And no goal is the call. So, a goal called back early from Kingston, but it was clearly kicked in the goal. Thrower up for Copper. Hounds fighting for a playoff spot, trying to continue their hot ways tonight, as they do early with a goal. They grab the lead. It's 1-0 here in the first. This is a snipe of a wrist shot for Levko Copper, and he gives the Wildhounds an early 1-0 lead here in the Halloween game. They can try to continue their hot streak, so it goes from a Kingston goal to a Toronto goal. However, the Kingston goal was illegal, and Toronto's was not. Here's Ludwinski. He'll move in on the right wing, looking to play it to the front. Centers. Hopkins fired that wide. Picked up again by the Frontenacs. Spatilia down low, feed it to the corner. He has help in Yuen. Here's the shot and glance wide. May have got a piece of the blocker of Ryerson. Thrower for Copper. Already has a goal tonight. Copper moves in and shoots, trying to go for his second. Here's Burns with it. In his own end. Now he'll get it ahead for Hopkins. Through center to Ludwinski. In over the Toronto line. In on goal. He's stopped by Ryerson. Got a shoulder on it. Here's Alex Lash the other way, and here come the Hounds. Lash lost the puck, tries to get it back. It's picked up by Yuen. Now Batilia. Down the left side, in over the Toronto line. He'll bank it in. Thrower. Back to get it. Here's Ryan Woods. Woods up the left wing side. Woods drops off for some help. It's Lash, and he's stopped. And the rebound sitting there somewhere. They look for it. Bakari has it underneath them. Here's Burns. The other way come the Frontenacs. The Toronto with a sharp start here tonight. A lead and threatening for more against the Kingston Frontenacs, and now a penalty going to Kingston as well. 9:03 to go in the first period. It's 1-0 Toronto. Here's the face-off. One back by McGowan. And he'll just pick it up and send it down the ice. This one ricochets off Nicholson out into the bench. And we'll try again. Well, if you're with us, Toronto scored early. Levko Copper, the captain of the Toronto Wildhounds this year, came through at the marker. And now his team is on the power play looking to extend that lead. As a clear fails, Carr just missed the net. Here's Nicholson with it. Down low. Fed that in front. Woods with it. Pass in front. That was kicked out. Here's another, and that just went wide. Williamson is there. He'll get it out. No, it's kept in by Nicholson. Here's Coffey, looks, centers it, they score! What a pass! What a finish! Ryan Woods is a power play goal, and it's 2-0 Toronto here in the first. So a failed clearing attempt leads to a 2-0 Toronto lead with 8 to go in this first period. Well, the best road team in the league down by 2 here in the first tonight on the road. Here's a giveaway to Renfro. Renfro drops that back to Shears. Centers. There's a quick shot. It glanced off the bar. Carr was holding on to it. Gave that away. Nicholson tried to get it back. Here's Medema the other way. Gave that away to Shears. Down in the left corner it goes, picked up by the Frontenacs. To the goal! Stopped by Ryerson. Shears for Carr. 5 to go, opening period, 2-0 Toronto. Owen Carr drops it across. Here's Lawson. Big save made. And it's picked up by Holmes and carried out. McNamara left side and in. Moves in, can't get the shot though. Riley Lawson looking to get it back. Just about did. It's Holmes. He'll bring it right on goal. He's stopped by Ryerson. Two good saves back-to-back for Lyrell. Here's Ewens. Collins, that's blocked by Shears. Under 2 to go in the first. 2-0 Toronto. Here's Levko Copper, got it started, and his shot is blocked. It rolled in front. That was McCoy trying to find it. Hayes. Here's Medema. Across. Collins has a chance. Here he is. He's stopped by Ryerson. Looking back to the point, another shot. That deflected. It was handled, and we're through 2-0 Toronto through 20 minutes tonight in the Halloween game. Good early start for the Hounds. They extend it later in the period to 2-0 on the power play. Dominant first for them. The shot to goal, 8-7 Toronto after one. It's 2-0 Wild Hounds. Hits are 5-3 Kingston. Faceoffs 4-2 Kingston. Toronto 1-for-1 on the power play. Kingston hasn't had one. 2-0 Toronto after one. Welcome into period two. The Wild Hounds trying to do something next to impossible. They were down 15 games with 19 games remaining in the season. 15 of them needed to be won. That number down now, big time. It's down to 7. As here goes Ryan McCoy. He'll step in. McCoy sent it off the post. Gets it back though. McCoy weaves, waits, now takes it. It's handled. Copper picks it up. Copper to the goal, centers it over. That's cut. Now a shot. That wouldn't go. McCoy. Here's Coffey. Pass back. That shot comes out. Burns with it. Here go the fronts the other way. It's Burns. Whining. Shooting. He's stopped by Ryerson up to the task. Banked ahead to Woods. Ryan Woods scoots his way through. Gave that away to Ewens. Here's Hopkins in and over the Toronto line. Trying to go to the net with that. From the corner, looking out front. Battaglia is stopped by Ryerson. Plays that down. Finnegan the only one there. Here's Cleaver. Ahead for Alex Lash. Lash with speed. Drops it off. Cleaver shooting. That went wide. Lash picks that up. Headed out front. It's Woods. There's the quick pass. They score! Luke Cleaver. 3-0 Hounds. Here on the Halloween night. So Luke Cleaver extends the lead, and the Wild Hounds have a 3-0 lead. They're comfortable riding in this one. And the face-off won by Chromiak. He'll bring it in left side. Whining. Can't get a shot to the goal, though. Renfro picks it up for Toronto. Hounds lead at 3-0. This team, as we mentioned, they were down. They needed 15 wins in their remaining 19 games to make the playoffs. That's next to impossible. And so far, they are doing it. As here's Nicholson. He'll move in. Can't get the shot that time. Holmes sent ahead for Frasca. He'll go the other way, and the fronts turn it over. Kingston, the best road team this year, not tonight. Here's Owen Carr. He'll step in. Carr looks to the front. There's another pass, but it's cut by Hemstrom this time and carried out. Up the left side, he'll bank it back into the Toronto zone. Nicholson back to collect, and bumped off it in the corner, but got it back and sends it ahead for Renfro. Here's Renfro. He'll send in. Chased around by the Wild Hounds, but picked up by Holmes. Holmes down low in his own zone. Now looking up the left side, the pass finds Dubois. In over the Toronto line. He'll move in and shoot. It's blocked by Jackson, and the Hounds turn it up ice. Lodge gave that away. Ashe had it back. Now Jackson back to Caremore. Here's Joey Caremore behind the D. Looks back for some help. Nobody there. The fronts looking to take off with it in the left corner of the Toronto zone. McKinley down low, defends on that. Took it away, and just like that, Toronto goes the other way. McKinley sends in, chased around here by Joey Caremore, but Ewens is to it first. Pass up to Medema. Medema looks back now across to Thibodeau on the right wing. In over the Toronto line, he's in on goal, and he's stopped by Ryerson. The rebound too. Here's the third chance, and McNamara can't settle it down. Now centers it in front, another save made. Ryerson unreal tonight. Here's another shot. That's blocked, and now Joey Caremore will go the other way for Toronto. 6 seconds to go in the period. Caremore fires. That's blocked Thibodeau, it goes to the corner. We're through 2. 3-0 Toronto through 40 minutes here in the Halloween game tonight from Scotiabank Arena. Shots to goal in the game are 12-11 Kingston, but it's 3-0 Toronto after 2. Hits are 10-4 for the Fronts. Face-off 6-2 Fronts. Power plays Toronto 1-for-1. Kingston hasn't had one. 3-0 after 2. Welcome into period 3. The Wild Hounds with a commanding 3-0 lead as they continue their hot streak to try to make the playoffs. Here's Thrower. He'll send in. Just started the third here tonight from Fantico Coliseum. Is picked up by Ludwinski. Sent back ahead, that's Coffey. He'll grab it. Here is Danton Coffey with speed. Coffey moves in and shoots. He's easily shut down by Vakari. And that's sent down for Uentz. Kept in the zone momentarily. Now looking for some help. Ludwinski down low to Burns. His pass to the middle. The ice penalty coming. It's going to Toronto. Tripping will be the call, and the Fronts will go to their first power play of the night, down by 3. Heading off here is Dalton Thrower as Wild Hounds just kind of defending here to start the third period, and it leads to a penalty. Draw one, here's Frasca shooting. He's stopped by Ryerson. Played it down, another huge save, and the rebound knocked wide. What saves by Lyrell Ryerson. Here's Nicholson ahead to Luke Cleaver. Down the right side, and now he'll step in shorthanded and shoot. He's stopped. And it got to Vakari, but he will cover. Just past 4 minutes gone here in the third. Still a 3-0 game thanks to Lyrell Ryerson. He's happy to be back between the pipes again and shutting down the offensive Kingston Frontenacs. Here's Frasca through center. He'll bring it in over the line, trying to bank it in, but Lash cut that, and he'll turn up ice. Lash with Cleaver. There's the shot. It rolls in on goal. Easily knocked away, and another penalty on the play going to Toronto. Another trip, so it'll be a 5-on-3 for a little bit here as the Hounds up 3-0. 34 seconds of 5-on-3 time. They win the face-off. McKinley fans on the clear now. He does get it. Gave that away. McCoy couldn't get it out. Chance after chance, they can't get it out. Here's McKinley. He finally does. 10 seconds left on the 5-on-3. It's picked up by Burns. He'll send it up the board side for Hopkins. Here he comes with speed. Hopkins in on goal. He's stopped, and the rebound as well. Hounds grab it back, but can't get it out. From behind the goal, back to the point. There's a shot. It glanced wide and back down the ice. Shears will go after it for Toronto. Ben Shears trying to win the race to the puck. He didn't. As here's Burns. Woods cut him off. Hopkins inside, 20 seconds left on the rush. Given away to Ryan McCoy, and McCoy can fly. Here's McCoy, stepping in, backhander fought off. Back to full strength, here's Woods. Looks for McKinley, Woods down low, back to the point that missed Nicholson. Now he'll settle it down, moves to the goal. Nicholson, a backhand, that was stopped. McCoy picks it up, he'll shoot it. Vakari covers. 11:34 to go, 3-0 Toronto. Well-played game by the Toronto Wild Hounds. Time on attack basically the same, but it's 3-0. And it's the difference of defense and goaltending tonight. Here's Uentz. And another penalty going to Toronto, this one for slashing. So Kingston to their third power play of the third. They did not score on the 5-on-3. So they're 0 for 2 on the night. Here's Holmes. He stopped. Ryerson with the hot hand. Plays that down to Cleaver. Up the right wing side, shorthanded. Luke Cleaver moves in. Cleaver in tight. Tried to sneak that through. It didn't work. It's carried the other way by Hemstrom. In over the Toronto line. Pass off to Dubois. That's blocked. They got it back. And now Thrower finds Cleaver and the Hounds ahead again. Luke Cleaver steps in. Cleaver shoots. He stopped. And it got underneath Vakari, but not in. 10-11 to go here, third period. Toronto 3. Kingston nothing in the Halloween game from Fantico Coliseum in downtown Toronto. Draw one picked up by Holmes. He'll carry it off on the face-off. Now Chromiak up on the right side for Frasca. Behind the D. Winds and shoots. He's stopped by Ryerson. Shears With it now for Toronto. Again, up that right side. This time they don't elect to fire. They just play it in. And it's picked up by Chromiak. Now Holmes. Power play time running out. Just 10 seconds left on it. They're going to be 0 for 3. Here comes Dubois to the net. He stopped. Rebound. Big saves. Ryerson again. Here's a third look. And it rolled back to him. Renfro. Back behind his own goal. Sends it around to Woods. Ryan Woods was cut off there before that could become trouble. Chromiak back inside. Stopped again by Ryerson. Down low, the fronts looking to center it from behind the goal. Ryerson is there. Here's Lawson. 6.5 to go. 3-0 Toronto. Lawson moves in. Drops it off. Carr is stopped by Vicari. 20th shot of the night for Toronto. And holding on to that is Vicari with 5:53 to go in the third period. Face off here, left side of the net. One back by the, of course, Frontenacs, and here's Chromiak in the corner. Sent for Ludwinski. Out of the zone up on the wing for Hopkins. Another penalty is going to Toronto, the fourth of the third period after a very quiet first two periods. They have not been able to stay out of the box here in the third, but defense and goaltending doing the job, keeping it 3-0. Under 5 to go. Fronts to their fourth power play. They're 0 for 3. Here's Uens. Centers it. One-timer off the shoulder of Ryerson. Here's another shot. He gloves that. Plays it down to Nicholson. Pass finds Copper. He got the scoring started early. Now he looks for more. Copper! He's stopped by Vicari. Big save on the backhand, fake and tight. And he keeps us at 3-0. Face off to the right side of the Kingston goal. One back, Hounds trying to get that. It's Hopkins. He'll carry it out up the right side. Nicholson took it away. And here's Kevin Nicholson stepping in. Can't get the shot that time. Hopkins with it now. Pinned along the boards. The Hounds win the battle to the puck. Carr to Nicholson. Kept it in. He'll center it off. And that's going to be another penalty, I think. No, maybe not. There's a shot that sailed wide. Hounds touch up. No, it's not. As Renfro, the thrower, in the corner. Hounds can't get it out. There's another save. And Owen Carr picks it up as the power play comes to an end. 3-0, 2.5 to go. Here's a shot. It's fought off by Vicari. Cleaver with it. Luke Cleaver fakes. Now takes. His centering pass was cut. Hopkins. Here's Hopkins. He'll drop it off, and that would have been offside. Last minute of play here in the third period. Sent through center. That's Woods trying to pick it up. Burns has it now. The Kingston Frontenacs have not been shut out on the road this season. Here's Ludwinski from the corner behind the goal. Looking out front, that finds Ryerson. Now thrower for Cleaver. 15 seconds left. Hounds inside. There's a quick pass and a shot. And it's stopped easily. Woods keeps to it, and that's going to be a penalty against Kingston with 6 seconds to go. That will seal their fates tonight. They will be shut out for the first time on the road this season. The Toronto Wildhounds dominated, but goaltending was the story tonight from Lyra Ryerson, as it usually tends to be for this Wildhound lineup. He's a force to reckon with in net. And your final score tonight, Toronto 3, Kingston 0. The final score. Well, the Wildhounds with a much-needed win. They will grab it here tonight. A 3-0 shutout. Lyra Ryerson stopping 25 of 25 shots faced on the afternoon. Toronto comes away with another much-needed win in this playoff push. They need 15 wins in their remaining 19 games. That number is now down to 8.